Welcome to FX Street. We're going to be talking about Ethereum and where we think it's going over the weekend. Before we do that, head on over to YouTube, join our channel, hit that subscribe button so you can be updated to the all the content we are producing, and look at the pretty thumbnails we have now. Updated thumbnails. Also, you can follow us crypto on FX oh my gosh, follow us on Twitter at FXS Crypto, and Akash at Mangeko0, and myself at wherever my name is at. Just Analysis One. There. Ethereum. Ethereum's weekly looks very strong here. Currently, it is above the Tenkan Sen on the weekly chart. Still inside the cloud, but it's above the Tenkan Sen, which is generally step one that it needs to do before it extends into a new uptrend. But I mean, it has a very, very strong weekly candle so far. If it closes above the Tenkan Sen this week, that'll be the first time it's had a close above the Tenkan Sen since the week of November 26th, 2021. So that's been a while. Look at the daily chart. I mean, there has been so many opportunities over the last, going back to February 21st of this year. There's been around 14 like clear opportunities for Ethereum to sell off. Like all of the conditions that you would be, if you had to like create a list of conditions with the oscillators on the screen and the Ichimoku system for what you would want to see to go short, you had like a ton of opportunities since February 21st, but nothing happened. Instead, what we've ended up with is a very much a looking bull flag setup here. And Ethereum, now saying that, like Ethereum's resistance levels here are fairly substantial. So, again, the channel there, but we do this little thing here. I'm drawing it. I don't know if this is really outside the channel or not, just how I'm drawing it, but let's just say it is. The entry on the breakout of a bull flag is a close that is above the second to last swing high, which would be over here. So if we're looking at it from a bull flag perspective, the entry would be at like 2,295. However, what it really needs to do is close above the daily cloud here, and that'd be at 3,033. If it does that, it does a series of things. It confirms a break above the cloud, it triggers an ideal bullish Ichimoku breakout, which has not occurred for Ethereum since last one was in October of 2021. And then also you get it's a break above the 50% fib retracement and so forth. So there's a lot of things that occur and a lot of levels that it breaks. But then just ahead of it, there's more pressure. There's the 382 fib retracement. There's the bottom of this the bottom trend line of a prior bull flag. And then also, if you go back to the weekly chart, you get the top of the cloud. Oh, sorry, never mind. No, I take that back. But yeah, that's a good chunk of resistance up there. So if Ethereum can break above, if it can retake 3,030, let's just say 3,025, very likely to begin a nice expansion move higher that will test roughly the 3,800 to 3,900 level before facing any selling pressure. So that's what I see for the upside potential going into the weekend, and before Kash and I visit with you all again on Tuesday. Downside risks, probably limited to the same zone that it's been testing and failing to break below the 618 fib retracement at 2571, 2500, 2600. That's where I see the downside risks limited to, but that's what I see. I'll pass it off to you, Kash.
So for Ethereum, right, the last time we discussed this, I kind of had this symmetrical triangle, which So let me just set this up. All right, so I had a symmetrical triangle, something like this. And this, although the price broke below that, it failed to, the bears failed to push the price lower. And this weekly support level here at 25.41 was like a major hindrance for the bears. And now that the price has moved back into the symmetrical triangle, I'm going to remove that. So now what we have is the moving averages. The 50-day moving averages has been like a major source of pain for bulls, and as you can see here, the price has not been able to successfully flip it for the past for the past 100 days, right? So I am still not optimistic. I'm not even, actually, I'm not even, I don't even like the setup that's happening here. You have the weekly supply zone here extending from roughly 3K to 3.4K. And inside the supply zone, you have this 100-day moving average at roughly 3.2K, 3.1K. So even if you do manage to flip the 50-day into support level, there's the upside is extremely limited. You could probably see a 10% upswing. And anything beyond this seems highly unlikely. And on top of that, even if you do manage to get a close above the weekly supply here on a weekly time frame, at roughly 3.4K, you have the 200-day moving average. And then, so yeah, honestly, I don't feel like Ethereum is going to see a lot of upside, even though there's a lot of bullish things happening from a fundamental perspective. I think Ethereum needs to cook a bit more. So the main levels I'm looking at is obviously the 50-day moving average at 2.8K, and then we have the 100-day at 3.1K, and beyond that, anywhere from 3.5K to 3.6K is where I feel like the upside is limited. In an extremely bullish case, right, 3.6K is where I see Ethereum heading. Anything beyond that is simply unlikely. As for the downside, I want to see a weekly close below 2,541, although we did kind of see that last week. The price didn't follow through. So obviously the lack of follow through was because of Bitcoin and the Ethereum's correlation to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin also flips bearish, then, and we get the weekly close below 2.5K, then I believe there's a good chance we're heading down to 2K, probably 1.98. From an on-chain perspective, transaction data shows that where Ethereum is right now is like a really good support. Losing this, we have a relatively weak support level here from 2.6K to approximately 2.7K. Beyond this, the price could head down to 2.2K and 2.6K, which kind of coincides with okay, it doesn't coincide, but 2K is like the lowest I see it going in the next week or so. But yeah, as for the upside, the immediate resistance level is kind of weak. So the upside is capped anywhere between 3K to 3.5K. Now this resistance cluster kind of coincides with the levels that I just mentioned here, anywhere from 3K to 3.5K is where I see from a technical perspective, and the on-chain perspective also kind of coincides with that. So to sum it up, upside for Ethereum capped at 3.6K and the downside at 2K, although we could see it wick down to 1.9K or so. So that pretty much sums up my analysis for Ethereum.
Thank you, Akash, and thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all have a great weekend. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and head over to Twitter and follow us on FXS Crypto. Thank you.